Welcome back to the Healing with Horse Collective. I'm Dr. Jen, and we had a most successful and magnificent telesummit this year, followed by the symposium. And it's almost the 4th of July, and I've had a couple of weeks of rest and recuperation after all of that wonderful effort. So I was hanging out in my kitchen, and I was wondering if the horses had an interesting message about the 4th of July. And Saren here, who's in the zone right now, popped right into my head. Does that ever happen to you guys? You ask a question and then somebody, one of your friends, Saren's licking and chewing on that, pops into your head. And Saren said, well, if I were you guys, you humans, I would be celebrating freedom from lack, freedom from limitation, freedom from struggle. And I was like, yeah, really good idea. Those are great things to be free of. And then she paused, almost as if for dramatic effect. Right, Sarah? She's in the zone. And she said, and don't forget freedom from tyranny. And I was like, tyranny? Rock's looking and chewing on that one. We don't have to worry about tyranny here in the U.S. That seems kind of, outdated. And Saren said, oh, really? She's looking and chewing on that. She said, who is your worst critic? And I was like, me? And she's like, yeah. And when you're doing that to yourself, would you call yourself a tyrant? And I had to admit, right, Saren, that yes, right? Our own worst critic is often tyrannical. Acts like a bit of a tyrant, a bully. So Saren said, wouldn't it be great this 4th of July if humans everywhere celebrated freedom from their inner tyrant, freedom from inner tyranny, the ways in which we beat ourselves up, the ways in which we keep ourselves stuck, the ways in which we are not our own best friend, the ways in which we block our magnificence by the things that we tell ourselves. Rock's looking on that one. And Saren just added, the founding fathers of America would be proud of that. So all that we have accomplished as a nation, we're still subjecting ourselves to our own inner tyranny. And so the horse's message this 4th of July is let freedom ring by releasing ourselves from our own inner tyrants. You understand? She's licking my hand on that one. You see how these guys are in the zone? I call that the zone. A place where we are dropped into what's true. So, the horses actually have a couple of really great ideas about how to release ourselves from our inner tyranny. And I'm going to be back in the next couple of weeks to show you 2 or 3 tools that the horses suggest that we can use when we catch ourselves in that moment of being a tyrant, either to ourselves, yeah, Saren, and sometimes other people. So, on this 4th of July, may you let freedom ring from your heart. From the horses' hearts and mine to yours. May freedom flow through you this year.